Hello artists! So today we are learning how to make a collagraph or a printing plate with textures so that we can make fun, cool backgrounds. Let's get started. So what you're going to need today is you're going to need a pencil, some scissors, some glue. You will also need a piece of this square paper, and you will also need some foam. Alright, so first thing that we're going to do is you need to get your name on the back of this printing plate. So you would write your name. Then the next thing that you need to do is you're going to pick two shapes. Now let's talk about shape here just for a second. There's two different kinds of shapes. We have geometric shapes and we have organic shapes. Geometric shapes are things like squares, octagons, rectangles, rhombuses, triangles, stars, circles, anything with a regular shape to it. Organic shapes are like these blobs, long, skinny, twirly lines. It's kind of unpredictable. All right, you're gonna pick two shapes, no more than two. You can do one, but no more than two. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your foam and you can draw with pencil your shapes and then cut them out or not. So I'm going to pick squares for one of my shapes here, which I've already cut out, and then triangles. So I'm going to draw with my pencil here on my foam some triangles. I want to get them really close together because this is all the foam I get. And then I would start to cut them out. Alright, now that I have all of my squares and triangles, the two shapes that I chose to use for my texture plate, I'm going to start to lay them out before I glue them. I want to lay them out first because I want to make sure to avoid big spaces. So when I'm going to lay these out, I'm going to kind of lay them maybe at random. It looks really cool when you have them kind of spaced out. So I'm just going to kind of place them here first, and then I can glue them in. Place them first. I don't like that there. There we go. Here we go. I want to avoid big spaces. So if I have like a big space like that, I would need to fill it in. Otherwise, I would not get a pattern when I go to print on it. When I put the ink on it, I wouldn't really get a pattern. I'd get a big white space instead. So the less space I have, the more interesting of a background I will get. And I might have some extra pieces, and that's okay. I can have some pieces that go off the side a little bit. That's fine. I'm starting to like this. I think I need one more square right there. Notice I don't have any large spaces on my yellow here. Once I have that, then I would start to, once I'm happy with how I have it, I'm going to start to glue down these pieces. I'm going to just flip it over. Remember where it is, one by one. Tiny itty bitty baby dots of glue. I don't need a lot. And then I would just put it down and squish it in. Again, tiny itty bitty baby dots of glue. Turn it around, squish it in. I would do this to each one of my foam pieces. Then I need to put it up on the drying rack so that it can dry. You can choose to use Woo! All right, stop gluing there for a minute. You can choose, here's another example of another one that I did. So this one has geometric shapes like triangles, all different kinds of triangles, and these really fun little swishy organic shapes. It kind of, each one of these makes like a random pattern. The shapes you use are up to you, but again, look, I don't really have any big open spaces here. Instead, it's all filled up. And I want to make sure that this one's dry. I made sure to put my tiny baby dots of glue on it, and look, none of them are coming off. They're all stuck to the area. Your fingers will get a little sticky with the glue. If they do, you don't need to wash your hands till the end. just rub your fingers together. The glue will rub right off, and then at the end, you can wash your hands. Happy creating!